To install a set of Crossfires, I recommend a few steps to make them last longer and extend their life. First step for everyone, no matter what the conditions, recommend you use anti-seize on the stainless bolt. Stainless and aluminum corrode terribly. After 3, 4, or 5 years, this bolt will get corroded in so bad you'll nearly twist it off. Second step to install the hose nuts here, a couple drops of oil. Take a rag, wipe off your excess. Do the same with your other hose. Third step, if you're in high salt environments running lots of road salt, brine, magnesium chloride, recommend you take a screwdriver, take your metal plate off that holds the hose in, slide your metal plate off, pull your hose out, use some dielectric grease, silicone based grease, smear some of the grease across the face of the gauge, down in the holes. Also smear up the end of your hose where your O-rings are. Plug your hose back in, slide your metal plate back on, put your screws back in. Screws only need to be just snug. Also, if lots of road salt, I'd recommend you take a little bit of dielectric grease, smear in the end of your hose here, down in your nuts. That will pack that grease back into the threads on your valve stems, keep them corroding. If you're running lots of gravel roads, recommend you cut a piece of 5/8 heater hose, 6 to 8 inches long, slide it over your straight hose going to your inside wheel. This acts like a sleeve to protect your hose from all the rocks and gravel being thrown from the roads. Go ahead and install your straight hose to your inside wheel, tighten it up, do your leak checks just like you'd normally do with your Windex bottle and soapy water. When you're all done, slide this piece of hose back in the opening between the wheels. You can secure it out here with a zip tie to keep it from moving. That way the rocks and gravel thrown between the wheels comes up and chews on this piece of heater hose rather than the stainless braid. Makes it last longer. To install a Crossfire on your trailer wheel, choose your bracket. It comes with 2 brackets in the kit. First bracket, small AT bracket, is for trailers and drive axles. If you're mounting on a trailer, you're going to use one of your bolts on your Stemco cap. Gauge bolts to the side of it, like so. Also on this side, if you're on a drive axle, you can turn it around. You got the ring of bolts on a drive hub. Slip it over and then bolt the gauge onto the side. Also comes with a larger bracket if you're running the chrome top hats. And the center's covered where you don't want to mount right in the middle. The smooth hole here is for unimount. The countersunk is for buds. And you bolt the gauge right onto the side like that. Next step, hold your Crossfire up. Straight hose goes to the inside wheel. Curved hose goes to the outside wheel. Make sure both your stems are straight and not dinged up. Bolt your gauge onto the side of the Crossfire. Tighten them up. Place your straight hose first on your inside valve stem. Likely you'll have to reach between the wheels to help get it started. Once it starts, put a little tension on the hose to pull. Spin the whole Crossfire and hose. Hear it leak. When the leak stops, take the nut one more time around. That's the correct amount of tension on the little rubber gasket. Do not spin the hose while you're doing that, or you can tear that gasket back in there. So we're going to reach between the wheels. It's the easiest in this case. One more time around. Next step, hook up your curved hose to the outside wheel. Next step, find the most even location for the hoses to both have the same amount of slack. Find the mounting bolt. Mounts like that. Finish inflating until your gauge shows completely yellow and the black line lines up from the valve stem right here. Take soapy water, window cleaning bottle and soapy water, spray your connections here, both for leaks.